biggest factors in the lead evaporating in the fourth?
I think it was fatigue, Gareth. I think we were just exhausted. I think we just ran out of gas last 7 minutes or so. We had a good lead, seemingly in control, and we just couldn't get it done. I thought Russell Westbrook was fantastic. Kind of took over the game in the fourth, and I think the trip just caught up to us. I think our guys just looked completely gassed.
Does this one sting more because of what the bench did? I mean, I think they were plus 17 when Steph was off the floor tonight.
Yeah, they all sting. If you lose, it stings for one reason or another. So the bench has been really good, over the last couple of weeks. So I feel great about our team. I feel great about where we are as we head home. We got a lot of good stuff to look forward to. And it's unfortunate we couldn't wrap this up because it would have made it a fantastic trip. But as it is, still a good solid trip, and we're in a good spot. We just have to get some rest and regroup and get home, sleep in our own beds.
Steve, you were saying the other night that teams were going to start throwing even more bodies at Steph with the way he's been playing. As far as tonight goes, do you think it was what the Wizards were doing defensively, or do you think it was just he was missing the shots he got?
It's always a combination, Nick. I thought the Wizards played well defensively, did some good things to get the ball out of Steph's hands, but nothing that Steph hasn't seen before. So just as I said, I thought we were gassed. I thought that included in Steph and everybody. We just didn't look like we had our legs out there tonight.
Steve, as you go forward, it's a great opportunity to get back on the West Coast, get back home and eat your own food, sleep in your own beds, and be at home and play some Warriors basketball. Just talk about moving forward.
Well, we've got a lot to look forward to. We've got fans coming into our building for the first time in a couple of nights, and that's going to give us a lot of energy, a lot of juice. We got a lot of guys playing well. We've got a good groove, a good rhythm, and hopefully we'll get Damian and Juan back pretty soon. But I like the position we're in. We've got a lot of home games to try to take advantage of and continue to build on our momentum from the last couple of weeks.
What'd you think about what Kelly was able to give you guys off the bench?
Kelly was great. He brought great energy. He's had a really good approach, to the circumstances. And, it's not easy to go from starting most of your career to, suddenly coming off the bench. Not easy for anybody. So I think Kelly has handled things beautifully, played great tonight. It really gave us a chance to win. It just didn't quite work out.
What do you think of Jordan?
Jordan was great too. When he knocked down those 2 threes back to back, it seemed like we were in great shape and had really good energy. And, he's been a big part of this second group and the resurgence of that unit. Just giving us the scoring and playmaking that he has. Jordan has really stepped up.
Were you a little bit surprised that group was so good despite not having D. Lee or Juan?
Well, not really, because, we were able to bring Kelly in, with who normally has been starting all year. So Kelly gave us the firepower we needed. We've had a good rhythm with Jordan and Wiggs and Bays and Loon. So I thought that group really just picked up where it left off over the last couple of weeks.
Bazemore had 6 steals tonight, and maybe earlier in the season, some of those moments on defense could have been fouls for him. What do you see changing in him to have this kind of performance?
Well, he's always impacting the game. Bays always, night after night, you feel his presence, one way or the other. He brings great energy. He's got really good hands. He battles defensively. He's been in the league for a long time, so he's seen all the pictures in front of him. He knows what's coming. Really smart player, and he's been really good here, as we've bumped his minutes up over the last few weeks.
All right, let's take a look at our Toyota Drive Ahead. Of course, courtesy of Toyota, and the 3-game homestand coming up. It's a big one. Denver, Friday night, where the fans will be back at Chase Center. We'll talk all about that one on Friday, of course, and then Sacramento Sunday night. Got to win that game against the Kings. Right now they're playing the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lost last night by 14. And then the Dallas Mavericks, the team right now holding down the 7th spot. But Luke and company have been struggling here. So what should the Warriors do here on this upcoming homestand? Should they tweak the starting lineup again and insert Oubre back in? Or keep Bazemore rolling, who had 19 points, Darrell, 6 steals tonight and 9 rebounds, and he was 4-6 on the three-point line.
Both of them playing well. I like Baze, with the starting unit because he knows how to play with him. Oubre as well, but we always talk about the bench bringing scoring. I think Oubre coming off the bench, you see he can provide that scoring. So I'm kind of liking him coming off the bench, bringing that energy and scoring and the defensive mindset. So for right now, I'm staying put.
Yeah, I like the way things are now. The productivity of both players is what really matters, not who starts and who who starts the game. Kelly Oubre had a great game tonight. You see his numbers there. And he played 37 minutes.
Right.
Those are starter minutes. And then Ken Bazemore played 35 minutes. His efficiency was off the charts offensively. Defensively, he had 6 steals. I think the key here to that second unit, yes, Oubre's important, but the emergence of Jordan Poole, not only as a scorer, but as a ball handler and a playmaker. I think that has organized that second unit much better than it was earlier in the season. So now Jordan can handle the ball, Andrew Wiggins can handle the ball a little bit, and Oubre can be their scorer. So I think the emergence of Jordan Poole has really solidified that second unit.
That's a great point there. What happens when Pascal gets back with the left hip flexor strain? Does he play that small ball 5 again for that second unit? How do you think Steve Kerr will implement him back into this lineup?
I would think go small. They're playing small with the starters. Why not? I thought he played very well with the small ball lineup, small 5-man. So, yeah, put him back in there, and I think he could be able to.
Buckets down the stretch. Darrell finished with 29 points and 10 rebounds and forced that foul on Draymond Green to foul him out, and he made the plays down the stretch to win this game, just like he did April 9th.
Bonte, he made it hard on Wiggs. That did a great job with using his length, and disrupting his shot, and that's the reason why he shot 8 for 21. But he found a way. He got to the free throw line and kind of got him going. That was almost half his points. So he's a tough coverage. But I thought Wiggins and the whole team did a great job with trying to make every shot tough on him.
Similar to Steph Curry, you can guard Bradley Beal very well strategically, individually. He's still going to get his points. Yep. 8 for 21 from the field, but 11 for 11 from the field. More importantly, when they needed him to come through, that star backcourt of Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal were there to get the Wizards the win.
Just like they did April 9th, they're chasing her. Beal and Westbrook down the stretch, taking that basketball game over. And look, the Warriors are in it because of Kelly Oubre Jr. coming off the bench for the second straight night. And the